Assalamu alaikum. Just saying that out there.
Wa alaikum salam.
Please don't. Okay. So where would you like to start the discussion? Since we're going to have a back and forth, I do want to be respectful. I don't want you to feel like I want to overtalk you. I want us to have a real civil conversation.
Awesome. Um, so you're obviously a Muslim. I would like to know, um, if you can prove to me that Jesus was a Muslim, indeed, that he was a Muslim historically.
Well, I cannot say that I can give you cold hard proof, as none of us can give you cold hard proof. I can tell you though that in the Bible, they say that when they say in the Bible, Jesus, when he prayed, he prostrated. When we pray, we prostrate, we put our heads to the ground, just as they say for Moses and they say for Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. Also, when Prophet Muhammad, before he passed away, he told his followers, do not do to me what they have done to my brother. And he was talking about Isa, as they you see what they've done with Isa, making photos, which is haram. You're not supposed to um make photos or depictions of prophets. Is actually not supposed to be done, just as you wouldn't make depictions of God, because we don't know exactly what he looks like. So
Okay.
go ahead, sir.
All right, so let's do with the first point. So in the Bible, so you're saying that a good reference to find out what Jesus believed and what he practiced, how he practiced his belief, a good reference for that is the Bible, the New
No,
Testament.
that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that there is a
Oh,
quote in the Bible saying that when Isa prayed, he prostrated. I'm not
well,
saying that the Bible is the key to saying, oh yeah, this says that he was Muslim, because of course the Bible's not going to say that Isa was Muslim.
okay. So when you say like that, this is what confuses me in these conversations. It's someone when I ask for proof that Jesus is a Muslim, usually the first thing all of you do is you go to the Bible. So then I ask, okay, so the Bible's good enough for us to see whether or not Jesus was a Muslim, and you guys say, well, no. So then, like, quoting the Bible is like useless here, right? So we really don't.
No, because all the books were passed down by God two different prophets, Isa being one of those prophets.
Okay.
The difference
So are you?
is,
hmm.
go ahead.
So are you? So like again. So when we talk about how Jesus practiced his religion, where would we
Hmm.
go? Where would we go to see how he practiced his religion?
You could go to different verses in the Quran. I believe there's one surah, 931. I can't quote it
I
word for
I, I
word
know
right
I
now.
know
I'm
Surah
sorry.
931. Yeah, Surah
Yeah.
931 says that they took their rabbis and their monks as lords besides Allah and the Messiah. There's only one Allah and stuff like that. That's what Surah 931 says. It doesn't say anything about like Jesus himself practicing his religion. So if we were to take the Bible out, and when you said we can use the Quran to see how Jesus practiced his religion, where in the Quran does it show you how Jesus prayed? And I understand that you're looking it up. Just make sure that you don't stay off the app too long because the app will like cancel. It'll like
No,
kick
it's
you
okay.
or
I was
something.
just reading my. I was reading my what my Quran said. That was all.
Okay. Well, yeah. So where in the Quran, if you because you said we can find how Jesus practiced his religion in the Quran. So where in the Quran does it tell you how Jesus prayed? Interestingly enough, like when you look this up, I bet you a bunch of those articles are going to be quoting the Bible, like all Muslims do. Mm. Guys, sometimes I see like in these lives, a lot of people like are super heavy on the likes. Do the likes actually make a difference? I've never seen like I've had like a bunch of likes, like 400,000 likes, 300,000 likes before. I've had stuff like this. What difference does it do? I don't get it. Tapping the screen. I don't know how it helps the live. I really don't.
Mm-mm. I guess it gets you more likes or whatever. But anyway,
Someone said that Uthman busted me on YouTube. Yeah, I guess I get busted with a fake hadith and multiple messiahs in Islam and a footnote. Oh man, these people are funny.
are we having a conversation? Or are you just trying to be like
Oh,
funny?
I was responding to the comments. I was waiting on you, but in the meantime, like I'm not gonna be like silent. I'm gonna interact with the comments while you look while you look up what you're looking up.
Allahu Alam. That's all I have to say about this because I feel
What'd you
like
say?
there's nothing going to this conversation. You're just going to be very disrespectful. But I do hope
How did I
that somebody is
disrespect
able,
you?
because I was trying to read the surah to you and you
Uh-huh.
became
Oh, so
distracted
you
by the
wait. I'm sorry.
comments.
You don't understand
No,
how
no, no,
this
no.
works.
Listen, we don't have to listen. We don't
No,
have
you
to
don't.
get
No, you don't
physical. We
get
don't
it.
have to get
TikTok.
hostile.
When you leave
I'll
the app,
just.
you can't hear. We can't hear you. When you leave the app,
I didn't leave.
no, you did. When you're going off the app, like on your phone. Let's say you're using your phone, right, to go on your Quran browser or something like that. We can't hear you. So if you were talking to me, I couldn't hear you. It was completely silent. That's why I was talking to the audience.
Oh well, I apologize that you couldn't hear me. I wish you would have, said something.
I tried to say that. I said, if you leave the app, we won't be able to hear you. And TikTok, if you stay gone too long, TikTok is gonna like drop you from the live. That's what I was trying to say.
CCM, I'm not trying to find excuses. I'm not saying I'm the most knowledgeable, but what I do know is that the way that some people do depict Prophet Isa or say that Prophet Isa is, it's not, but it's okay.
So let's continue to talk, right? We good?
Okay.
Okay.
I
So
was
in
never rattled.
okay. So in what so you were reading something. I don't know because you were talking, I couldn't hear you. So what did you find?
Surah Al-Saf, can you hear me?
I can hear you now. As long as you stay here, I can hear you.
Okay, Surah Al-Saf. You can search it up, Surah Al-Saf 61, 1 through 9. And you can read that one right there where Allah and Prophet Muhammad takes the message given to him by Allah talking about Isa, son of Miriam.
Okay, but does it tell you how Jesus prayed in those verses?
No, it does not tell you how Jesus prayed in those verses.
So where would I go to find out how Jesus prayed historically? Where would I go for this information?
I'm sorry, I can't tell you that.
You can actually. You mentioned it earlier. It's the Bible.
That
It's the
also says that he prostrated. So does the Torah say that Musa prostrated.
No worries. My point is that everything that you know about Jesus with how he practiced his religion,
Isa.
the language he spoke, where he even preached, you get it from the Bible. The Quran doesn't give you this information. know?
So the Quran doesn't talk about any other prophet but Muhammad?
No, what I'm saying is that it doesn't give you details. It doesn't give you details about the prophets like this, you know? So you have to go to the Bible in order to see what Jesus actually taught and see how he practiced his religion. You got to go to the Bible for that.
Mm-hmm.
So when we go to the Bible, as you saw, you said Jesus prostrated. Now, there's other places in the Bible where Jesus just looks up to heaven without prostrating in praise and stuff like that. But also, just sticking with the verse that you brought up. The verse that you brought up, it says this: then, going a little farther, he fell on his face and prayed, saying, my Father, if it be possible, let this cup pass from me. Nevertheless, not my will, but let your will be done. So Jesus, when he prayed, prostrating, he addressed God as his Father.
And I think that, okay, so that is, I'm happy that you brought that up, because I do feel like when he said father, he was not meaning as his biological father. I think it was just a term that was used back then to explain a man that was, of higher status than you were. Because I feel like that's talked about a lot. People say father, oh, he must have been the son of God because he called him father. No, he called him father because he was the creator of all.
Nope. Watch this. This is what Jesus says when he's the Son of God. He says that, verse 16.
How about
He says,
Surah Maryam 19:30,
wait,
33?
let me read this for you, sister. Let me read this for you. So this is what Jesus says in the Bible when he calls himself the Son of God. This is what he means. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whoever believes in him should not perish, but have everlasting life. It says, for God did not send his Son into the world. See how Jesus is saying, God sent his Son into the world. He said, God did not send his Son into the world to condemn the world, but in order that the world might be saved through him. Whoever believes in him is not condemned, but whoever does not believe is condemned already, because he has not believed in the name of the only Son of God.
God has a son.
That's what Jesus says.
Preach on, brother.
So, thank you. I appreciate it.
But no, seriously, I do understand your points. I'm not going to come up here to try to discredit you. I do say, as Muslims and Christians, we do have different views. The people in your comments are horrible people. But
just focus on me, man.
I
The
know.
comment section is a
I'm
different
sorry.
world.
It's just, they were saying a lot of, Islamophobic things that kind of, rub me
Just
the wrong way. But
focus
it
on
is
me.
what it
Focus
is.
on me. Focus
But
on me.
honestly, I do respect your points. There are different points in the Quran that do contradict what you're saying, though. We are
Exactly.
told by our prophets,
That God
by
doesn't have a son, right? That the Messiah
to
is not
not.
the son of Allah.
No. Yes, no. The Messiah is Isa. Isa is the Messiah. However, he was not to be depicted or taken as the son of God. He was a
Exactly.
servant of God.
Right. So I'm going with you. So I know the Islamic belief. That's what I'm saying. So with that being the Muslim belief,
The
right?
dark realm.
Then that means that Jesus, when we read Jesus, believing that he's the Son of God, that means he could not have been a Muslim. He's going against Islam, right?
Wait, how would that be going against Islam?
Because according to Islam, it says that Jesus is not the Son of God. Allah has no sons. He's not to be
He has
depicted
no
as a
sons.
son. Right,
So
exactly. So if Jesus is saying that he's the Son of God, that goes against Islam.
well, that
Right?
goes against actually what was actually said too. But
in Islam.
Listen. I can't give every surah. I don't know every surah. Allahu alam. That's
I
we never
do,
all
sister. You
those
came to the
best.
right place. I know the book very well. That's why I'm here to help. I'm
Oh
here to
boy,
help.
she's. Oh, you're annoying.
I'm here to
I don't
help.
mean to make. Oh, if I'm making Muslims look bad, then I apologize. I was just giving what I know off of the information I'm also gaining.
You've been respectful. You make yourself look good. Actually,
I really
I'm enjoying
appreciate
this.
that, but I
So
guess the people in your comments think otherwise.
so just
But
focus
I'll say
on
this:
me.
I'll brush up
Focus
more
on
on my
me.
knowledge. I'm gonna follow you.
Okay.
I'm gonna brush up some more on my knowledge, and
Okay.
then in about 2-3 weeks, we're gonna have a discussion again. Okay?
All right. Inshallah Yeshua.
All right. You have a good night. Okay?
You have a good night as well. Thanks for coming up. All right. That's I respect that. I respect that. You know, I'm gonna go ahead, go do my homework, do some research, come back, be ready, and I'm gonna have the conversation again. I respect that.